Hi, my name is Kate Mills, and I'm the Gynecologic Oncology Fellowship Program Director here at the University of Chicago. On behalf of myself and the Assistant Program Director, Dr. Elena Moore at North Shore, we are so happy that you've decided to join us today for our interview. We will go through each part of our program in detail, but before we do that, we'd like to take a second to hear from our fellows who make this program as great as it could possibly be.
Hi, I'm Ann Queen Nguyen. I'm a third-year fellow. I came here from Northern Virginia. I trained at Innova Fairfax Hospital for residency.
So my name is Kelsey Goon, and I am the second, almost third year clinical fellow. I am originally from here, from the Chicago suburbs, though I hadn't been here for a long time, and I did my residency at the University of Colorado.
My name is Grace Lee. I'm a first-year GYN Oncology fellow, and I did my residency at University of Alabama at Birmingham. So far, the biggest highlight for me has really been the mentorship. So I've had really incredibly strong mentorship from both clinical and basic science mentors in the department. They've been able to get me from a basic science, like cell-based project, to starting to design a clinical trial, which has been an incredible experience. And I think the other thing I've realized is that the mentors, the faculty, the support staff here, they're all very invested, and they really want to know you as a person, and they care about you as a person, your career trajectory, where you're going, and how you're doing on a day-to-day basis.
Definitely the variety of attendings that we work with. We work with almost 15 attendings now between our two sites, and that gives us a lot of exposure to people who have trained in different places, who do the same things in similar and different ways, and a lot of adaptability and just different ways of approaching the complex cancer that we treat.
The biggest highlight or biggest strength of our fellowship program is the diversity of our faculty. We have about 13 attendings who trained from various places across the country. So that's where we got to learn from many different surgeons with many different techniques, from robotic, laparoscopic, open surgery. We got to learn from some of the biggest minds in the country, and I think that was really very valuable for my training, to be able to learn from various different faculty. There is also a very strong focus on both surgical and medical management in our program. So, especially in the era where a lot of new targeted therapies are coming out, we always encourage to go to clinic, learn from different attendings. Another highlight of the program is that I feel like there's a really good balance between learning both surgical and medical management. Now that I am a third year fellow about to graduate, I feel very comfortable with our bread and butter GYN oncology surgery, but also, keeping up with all the new targeted therapies that have been coming out over the last few years, learning how to manage them while keeping up with the literature, the various different trials from our various faculty.
The community among the faculty, the residents, the fellows, I think that there's a really strong bond and a lot of collaboration.
So I have to say the attendings again, because that's what I came here for, is really that the chance to learn from such a great and diverse group of people who have very unique niches within the field of GYN oncology as well. So the second thing is our operative volume is excellent. We do big cases pretty much every week, and we jump in pretty much right away. And then the third thing would be, culturally here at University of Chicago, we're really treated as like a junior colleague, more so than as a trainee.
What I really appreciated throughout my fellowship is just how supportive faculty has been throughout my career. I feel like once I started fellowship, they really took me in as one of their own. They always watch out for me, want to focus on what I want to accomplish during my fellowship here. There was also a lot of support in terms of from a personal level. 2 out of the 3 of us had a baby during fellowship, and I just could not ask for a more supportive group of faculty who always check in on us, make sure that, while we're learning, but also taking good care of ourselves and our family. So that's what I really appreciated from this fellowship. I do feel like, we are a big family, and I felt really supported by the program. So I'm very grateful for that as I leave this place. So we really enjoy biking down the Lakeshore bike trail. They have like 20 plus miles of really beautiful waterfront bike trail. So that's what we really enjoyed doing during my weekends off.
We grew our family while we have been here, and so I have a toddler at home who takes up most of my time outside of the hospital, but prior to having him, we were in the restaurant. We were seeing the restaurant scene pretty frequently.
There's just so much to do in the city. There's truly something for everyone. There's an incredible food scene, from the smallest hole in the walls in Chinatown to 3 Michelin star restaurants. There's music festivals and food festivals every weekend. I think that it's an incredible place where there are so many different cultures, and there's so much respect for those cultures.
The people are wonderful, which I think I've already kind of like harped on quite a bit and lauded quite a bit. The other side I would say is that we really emphasize and honor curiosity, empathy, and compassion. And in that, you really get a chance to learn and honor the nuance that is like complex medical care.
It's a phenomenal program. I feel like I get trained really well. We have a very strong surgical program. I think I graduate feeling very comfortable with various surgical skills, surgical techniques. Faculty here are very supportive, and you really want supportive faculty who would, stand up for you and, want to help you develop professionally.
I think the biggest things I was looking for in fellowship were really high acuity, high clinical volume, and then a really strong research infrastructure, as well as a variety of different mentors, because I'm still not entirely sure what I want to do after fellowship, and I think that UChicago had a really great combination of all of these things.